Hey Frag fam, peace and love, good to see you again. It is Sensavant back with another jammer. Now, something I keep forgetting to do. I keep forgetting to tell you guys to subscribe and like and comment. I love doing this. I love talking about fragrances. I love sharing fragrances. I love being around fragrances. I go to Neiman Marcus. I know all the reps there and we just hang out. I'll go there, every week or every other week for a few hours and just kind of talk to everybody. What's new, what's out, what do you have, what do you like? And that turns into friendships and relationships. And so I kind of forget about the YouTube stuff that I'm new to presenting. So like, comment, subscribe. Also, I didn't do the giveaway in the last video. I just got so excited about these gems I wanted to share with everyone that I forgot to do the giveaway. So we're going to do the giveaway. We're going to mark this giveaway for Sommen's Capriccio. This is the Aventus and BR540 mix that I was talking about in the last video that I just find fantastic, especially for the price point and the quality. And so there is going to be a buzzword that I put somewhere inside of this video. All you got to do is comment on this video the buzzword. You have to be subscribed to the channel, you have to like the video, comment the buzzword, and we'll exchange information either over email or through Instagram. And then I'm just going to send you a free fragrance. I'm going to send out a sample of Sommen's Capriccio, and I'm going to pick 3 people that are the winners to send out a fragrance to for free on me. Pay for postage and shipping. Don't worry about it. I got you. Just want to share this one with you. And I'm going to keep this going for 7 days. So it's going to start Friday when this video drops, and it's going to go until the next Friday, until the next video drops. Every Tuesday and Friday, I'm going to be dropping videos. Okay, let's get right into it. Gallivant Los Angelos. Now this guy, you can see how much I've used of this. I actually had a 30 mil of this years ago, and when I had a good chance, I bought the 100 mil from Perfumology. This thing won an award the year it came out, and it's supposed to mimic the feel that you get when you're in Los Angeles, and I do kind of get that. Now there's a ton of notes and we're going to go over them, but I just want to give you what I get from this off the initial impression and how it makes me feel. There's a pineapple note, but I get blackberry. I get like the sweetest, juiciest, most clearest picture of a fruity berry, more so like a blackberry, drippy, really dense and like oozy, sticky, drippy, sugary, without being gourmand, not gourmand at all. And that's what I get. I get this amazing like blackberry note, which there's no blackberry in it. And I get an incense with a little bit of sea salt. So in those 3 components, that's really what I get. I've worn this dozens and dozens of times. My wife wears this, perfectly unisex right down the middle. The blackberry runs through the whole life of the fragrance, and this salty incense is in the background. And then 3 hours or so in, the incense and the salt started to come to the foreground, and the sugary, sweet, sticky, drippy blackberry, it moves towards the foreground. This thing, it makes me feel like you're some sort of like, I don't know, surfer, or you're like a California model and you wear moccasins with long hair and you only wear hemp clothing, and you're super cool and all the ladies love you, and you're just so bold and you're sweet at the same time, and you're gonna smell this in one of those little bars in Los Angeles and think, well, what is that? There is something around it. Somebody smells sexy, alluring, amazing, fun, flirty, like they've got money, but they don't try too hard. That's what I get from this fragrance. Now the notes list is pretty up there. In the top, you get a pineapple, a eucalyptus, a clary sage, and a mandarin orange. In the mid, you're a tuberose, sea notes, and narcissus. And in the base notes, there's a cypriol, a musk, a gaiac wood, a cade oil, and the heliotrope. There is actually no real incense note, but these base notes combine to make what I get as an incense note. The C notes adds a little bit of salty and ozonic quality from the middle, and then top notes, that pineapple and eucalyptus and the mandarin and the clary sage, just create this berry mix, like a bowl of berries. And I just find this one fantastic. Gallivant Los Angelos, not talked about much. There is some reviews out there. Check out some other stuff, but this one will always be in my collection for what it is. My wife wears this. I wear this. I love it. It's fantastic. It's one of those that I go to and I know it's going to be good. I know I'm going to enjoy it. I know I'm going to have a lively time from it while also getting some depth from that perceived incense note. And the next one that we got up in the fragrance world that's not talked about much, this is what you call a hidden gem. This is so good. Unbelievably, frighteningly good for what it is, what it does, how it makes you feel, the sensuality that it gives you. This is Titziana Terenzi Lynics. Now this is from their upgraded line. The box that this thing came in was a whole presentation. You opened, it was like this big. You opened it up, a light shone. You thought the heavens opened up. And angels started singing. This fragrance, this is when I was on my search for iris fragrances, and I bought a fragrance from someone, and they sent me a bunch of samples of iris fragrances that I had never tried. This was in there, and this was like a 1 ml sample. As soon as I put it on, I instantly fell in love. And this thing was quite expensive, so I really took my time with finding a legit good source to find this. Basically, what you get with this is sensuality and an upscale feel in a bottle. This gets slightly compared to Xerjoff Richwood, which Xerjoff Richwood is compared to or made after Chanel Coromandel. One of the best woody scents there is and ever has been and probably ever will be. I have Xerjoff Richwood back there, and there is a slight resemblance, but this thing, it does what Xerjoff Richwood does in a different way. It gives you that same elegant feel, but there's almost a sourness or bitterness to Xerjoff Richwood. This is like if that was smoothed out and there was an iris note kicked up, and you added some florals in it, and you added the best, labdanum, amber, and woods note that could possibly be. Now, Titziana Terenzi has a catalog of like 300 fragrances, so it's hard to sift through them. But this one is by far something I would always suggest if you are going out to a gala, going out to a ball, going out to a dinner date, going out to somewhere where you want to be known by your scent. You want to exude a form of luxury and elegance. By far, this is it. In the notes of this at the top, there are 2 types of iris flower and white iris, bergamot, mandarin orange, and pink pepper. In the mid, there's a rose, orange blossom, amber, and jasmine. And in the base, there's an oak moss, patchouli, tonka bean, cedar, sandalwood, vetiver, and musk. Now, I do get the iris right away, and that iris is not a waxy iris. It is not a chocolatey iris. It's an iris that smooths out this whole composition. There is an effervescent freshness at the top. I don't get a deep mandarin orange note, and I do get a little sweetness from the pink pepper that adds to a little bit of spice. In the middle, there is a melange of flowers, but you're not getting an overly flowery white perfume. This is not something that's going to lean into the feminine side. This is perfectly unisex. This is genderless. This is timeless. And in the base note, there's an oak moss, patchouli, tonka bean, cedar, sandalwood, vetiver, musk. All of these notes are perfectly blended and mixed together. You can't pick one of them out from the other. What more could I say, but this is elegance in a bottle. This is a hidden gem. This is not much talked about. I literally keep this for upscale dinner, special events. If I wore this around the house, I feel like I'd have to put on a pea coat. I could not put this on with a t-shirt and jeans. If I did, I would have to change that shirt into a collared shirt. Fantastic. Titziana, Terenzi, Lynics. Next up, super stoked to present this banger. This is Bortnikoff's Cologne De Feu. I don't think I'm saying that right at all. Okay. Refreshing, long-lasting, effervescent, energizing, easygoing. Put it on, chill out, love it. Go to work, sit at home, put it in a suit and tie, put it in a collared shirt, put it on a t-shirt, all of the above. This is the older gentleman's 30 and over easy wear citrus. What I get from this is a sugared pink grapefruit with a tea note that is indescript. It's not a matcha, it's not a green tea, with almost what's like a woody vetiver. It would be like if you took terre de mez and you had the most natural citrus, grapefruit, sugared sweetness, and kicked up the performance a little bit and kicked up the quality. You're getting this sugared pink grapefruit tea, woodsy backbone. And this thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. 8 hours. Now I'm getting an elbows length projection. It's not this greatest projection, but a scent like this, you don't want it to. You don't want it to be fleeting. You just want to live in it. And it's so refreshing, energizing. It's like some mornings I'll wake up and I can't really put on a heavy scent. Maybe my stomach just isn't really feeling like, let me put on some oud. This is one that no matter what, it will never upset my stomach. It will never upset my nostrils. It will never upset my mood. It's only a mood enhancer. Now the notes in this thing, blood orange, tangerine, Lychee cubia, bitter orange, lemon, petitgrain in the top. The middle notes are sorbet, tea, peach, raspberry, and jasmine. And then the bottom notes, there's oak moss, cedar, sandalwood, gaiac wood, and woody notes. And again, all of these notes combine to give you this sugary sweetness that is definitely not gourmand. It's definitely not young feeling. This is a mature scent. That's why I say 30 and over. You can wear this at the office. You can wear this at home. You can wear this on date night, dinner date, lunch date, afternoon gala. If you're going and drinking mimosas, you can throw this on and everybody's going to love it. You're going to feel super refreshing, a little bit of a tea note and a woodsy backbone. Fantastic. And one of the lower priced offerings from Bortnikoff. Check this one out if you haven't. Bortnikoff's Cologne De Feu. Hey, last but not least, one of my favorite fragrances in my whole collection. When people ask me, years ago, they would ask me, what's your favorite fragrance? And it was very hard to define it. And over the years, I've been able to define that to a few favorite fragrances that I can actually name. And this is that one. If I were to have a signature scent, out of all of these fragrances that I have, that I've ever smelled, all of the stuff that's super popular, this is the hidden gem that I would say is what I want to be known as my smell. This is the true definition of a hidden gem because it's not sold in America. It's only sold in England. This is called Harris and Howard Pour Homme. Now this is made by a bespoke suit making company in England that makes super high-end suits. And the story behind this is that I went to one of my clients' houses, very upscale client, and he's like, go into the closet and look at some of the fragrances I have. And I go in and I rate his fragrance cabinet, and he's got some really goodies. And I pick this up and I smell it. And instantly I'm just blown away. What is this? Where did you get this from? What is this? Can I spray this on? And I sprayed it on and I instantly fell in love. When I got this, I wore it every day for 2 weeks. I have not done that for like 5 years. I have to fight not to wear this fragrance every day. I look at it and I smell it and I'm like, okay, I could wear this. It's that interesting. It's that unique. It's that easygoing that I can just wear it all the time. this can be my signature scent. Now this is what you would call a fougere, but it's not a barbershop, old school, dated fougere. This thing was probably made about 20 years ago. I'm having a meeting with the company soon on the phone, and then in a few months they're coming out to make suits for a bunch of high-end clients, and I'm going to be there and I'm going to be presenting the fragrance, and maybe I'll be able to get a suit for a discount because I don't know, their suits are like $5-10 a piece. So really good tailoring, right? Top-notch quality, bespoke England. I'm trying to figure out who the perfumer for this is, because this had to be made by a master perfumer. Now the notes in this thing are frankincense, vanilla, sandalwood, and amber woods on a base of aromatic musk. Also, it has fresh lime, French lavender, and a hint of ginger and clove spice. A super unique, complex fragrance that basically what I get from this is a spicy, gingery lime. And that lime is zesty, it's effervescent, it's life-filling with a lavender in the bottom and a slight sweetness just to add some classiness and some modernity. This thing by far is, it's hard to say, it's probably my favorite in my whole collection. I called them up, I said, hey, I need a bottle of this. They said, okay, take the bottle from your client, we'll send your client another fragrance. We'll send them another one. It's the only fragrance that this company offers. It has to be ordered from England. I have that on the screen. This is class at its highest peak level. This is, you're walking into the best gym in the country and you're going to do a workout. You're coming from work during your lunch break and this is what you smell like. And you smell fresh, you smell classy, you smell elegant, you smell lively. You smell like you can go to the boardroom, to the office, to the dinner, to the lunch date, to the high-end bar, to dinner afterwards. You can go everywhere with this fragrance. My gosh, it's so good. I can't explain how good it is. Again, you can't find it in America. The site is right there. They don't even have samples. By far, this thing is masterfully blended, beautifully woven, and my favorite signature fragrance, hidden gem that no one even knows about. All right, so great video, good hanging with you guys. I love talking about this stuff. I love sharing. If you guys have any ideas of fragrances that you want to talk about or you want me to review, let me know. I'll grab a sample. I'll talk about it. I'll tell you what it's like. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Helps grow the channel. I'm in this thing for the long haul. You know, whether we get millions of followers or not, it's all good. This thing is just what I love to do. I'm hanging, and I'm glad that you guys are with me. Okay, talk to you soon, Sentiment. Peace.